Hey guys, welcome back to Griffo's Retro Gaming, and today is a recap of Doncaster Gaming Market, which I was absolutely over the moon with it being on again, because it's been something like, must be approaching 2 years or something like that anyway, because of COVID. You know, obviously they didn't go ahead with it last year and things like that, but yeah, they've just managed to get one in this year, in December. There's apparently going to be one in March as well, so I need to get saving the pennies again. But I've had a wonderful time there, and just like it always was, it was rammed full of stalls, which was rammed full of games and consoles, things like that. Loads of people were there as well, and just a fantastic day like it always was. And yeah, really happy to be there again. Best part of the day, as always, is meeting the other YouTubers, but I'll go through all that in a moment. What I want to do is just show you a little bit of footage. Now, I forgot my camera because I'm a bit of a div, and yeah, just give you a taster of what it was like, really. So let's just have a look at the footage, and then I'll go through what I got after that. So as you can see, it was just rammed full of both people and games. It was sensory overload at times, but yeah, I really enjoyed my time, and I've come away with some really good games. I'm really happy with what I got. Not what I set out to get. I did think that I'd be getting more Nintendo DS games, as I'm on a bit of a kick with that at the moment. I'm really enjoying my time with the Nintendo DS, but I've only got 2 games. The rest of them are Xbox, and I've got a 3DS. There's a SNES game, which I was given, and a Game Boy game, which is a bit of a boo-boo, which I'll go into very soon. But yeah, just meeting all the other YouTubers was fantastic. People I haven't seen for so long, like Pete Fighter, Eddie, at RollerXcore. I'll put a link to all the channels in the description. And there was a lot of other new YouTubers who I haven't met, who I've been talking to on their channels and things like that. And, you know, off the top of my head, there's Chili, Andy. I missed out on Feed Me Chicken, though. He didn't have his chicken mask on, so I don't know or what he looks like. But yeah, there was Retro Ram as well. Great to meet you. Paul Ink Northerner, spent a lot of time with Paul. He's a really nice guy, so really enjoyed walking around at the end and talking about Xbox with him. And yeah, just the usual faces. Tooty UK was stalling, Dana was stalling, Big Game Al was there, as he is at pretty much every event these days. So yeah, just a fantastic day. Too much to go through in this video, but I'm going to start with some of the gifts that I got off the other YouTubers. Now, usually we bring things and, you know, like doubles and things like that, you know, just help yourself. And yeah, I've got some really good gifts off people. So the first one was off Pete Fighter 2. And he messaged me, said, do you want this? And it's a game for a system which I haven't got, but used to spend a lot of time on this game, and I hold a lot of nostalgia for it. And that is Donkey Kong Country on the SNES, if it'll pick it up. And yeah, just a fantastic platform game. Loads of fun. Even on the Game Boy, it's a good game. I've also got one on the 3DS, which is a lot of fun as well. Made by Rare, which a lot of people should know, but fantastic game. If you haven't played it, then, you know, emulate it. Anything, fantastic set of games. Next up then is a game I got off Big Game Al, and I took him, I won't say, but yeah, I took him something, and he said, do you want this game? And I do already have it. However, my disc isn't in great condition. This is in fantastic condition all around, so it's a complete upgrade. And it is Dead or Alive Ultimate, which has 2 games. I don't know much about the Dead or Alive series. Obviously a fighter, but it's, yeah, the instructions are crisp, and there's even an unscratched 2-month trial in there as well, which is fantastic to have. Always, because it says it on the front as well that there's a free trial. It's nice to have that in there. Yeah, it's just in beautiful condition. Thank you very much, Al. Really good to have that. And then I got 4 games off Paul Inked Northerner, and one of the games I'll start with, it's Capcom Fighting Jam, and it's got 2 Street Fighter games on there, but it's also got the Street Fighter anime movie on there, which I haven't seen, so I'm going to give that a watch. I didn't even know there was one, but all complete. He bought this in error. He already had it, so yeah, fantastic to receive that, as it's not a overly pricey game, but it's roughly about £10. So yeah, thank you very much, Paul. Straight in the collection. Next up is a game I didn't have at all, and I thought, you know, it's a staple of the Xbox, but Splinter Cell Chaos Theory looks absolutely stunning as well from the pictures on the back. Yeah, just classic Splinter Cell. It's in wonderful condition as well, I've got to admit. It's not an overly expensive game, and neither is it rare, but I just didn't have it for some reason, so thank you very much, Paul. I'm really going to... I'm not into stealth games, but Splinter Cell it tends to be one of the better ones. Next up is Commandos, Strike Force, and this is a first-person shooter, which I love them anyway. Along the lines of Call of Duty, and yeah, I'm going to definitely get stuck into this. I seem to remember, I had a Commandos game on the PC years ago, and it was more a strategy game, a bit like Command and Conquer. But yeah, this is a first-person shooter. Looks fantastic, so they usually are on the Xbox as well. And finally for the gifts is a game called Crash, which is... It's a bit like Destruction Derby. You are in races, but it's not about that, it says on the back. No lap records, tyre pressures, just all-out destruction. Yeah, that'll be a load of stupid, mindless fun. Again, in wonderful condition. So nice to tick that off. Thank you very much, guys. Always appreciate the gifts. And every single one of them's gone in my collection. So, for what I bought, now I did set aside a bit of money for myself, and I set out to get Nintendo DS games, as that's what I'm focusing on at the moment. And I'm not collecting for it as such. I just want games that I'd be interested in. I want to try them, and the fact that you use a touchscreen, or there's various other ways you can play games. It's just something that you don't normally see in video games. You usually have a controller or a mouse and keyboard. So the gimmick of the DS is really appealing to me at the moment. And my first pickup was a DS game, and I thought, this is it. I'm going to go on a right DS kick, but it wasn't like that at all. So I'll go through all the DS games. I won't go in order, and I can't remember all the stalls. That I'm really sorry. There was a guy at one of the stalls as well. He's added me on YouTube, but I'm really sorry. I should have got your name and I didn't. But he was stalling out. Really nice guy. Fantastic to talk to as well. And he had a wonderful stall full of games, which unfortunately I didn't want or need any, or else I would have bought some off him. But yeah, he did have some good games there, just for none of the systems what I was collecting for, unfortunately. But yeah, the first game anyway is Zelda Phantom Hourglass, and I did have the Zeldas on the DS, but traded them in. I really didn't like them. Now that's going to sound really stupid, but because I'm on this DS kick, I really want to give it a go. And the thing with the Zelda games is this one, there is a little bit of peeling on the sticker there, which I'm going to try and just put a little blob of super glue or something like that on, give it a go. But other than that, it's in pristine condition, and it was £5 cheaper than everywhere else at £15. Because I was only buying that, he didn't do any discount, which is fair enough. If I was buying a few, he said he would have done, but 15 was a good enough price already. But yes, this Zelda game, you have to use your stylus to move, and that's what put me off the Zelda games on the DS when I first got them. But I want to give it a go. It's got fantastic reviews. I think it's 90 plus across the board from a lot of places. So it's also got that art style of Wind Waker as well, which is beautiful, by the way. But yeah, I'm gonna really give this a go. I love the Zelda series. Well, the games I have played, I've not played them all, and that's the beauty of it. I've got quite a few to play, so that's what I want to try and do. But yeah, fantastic to get that at 15 quid in such fantastic condition as well. Just a share about the sticker damage. Next up is a game that I did want, and I'd seen it in, where was it? Was it Music Magpie, actually? But yeah, I just missed out on it, and then I've never seen it again. But it is Ninja Gaiden Dragon Sword, and this is a really interesting game. Now, you don't start as Ryu, Hayabusa, but yeah, he is in the game. This is in fantastic condition as well. It was priced up at £6. I think it goes for £8 in CEX, but the guy at the stall, I can't remember his stall name, but he did it for a £5. So if you recognise that and you do find yourself watching this video, thank you very much. But yeah, it's another game in which you use the stylus to do a lot of things. And instead, I haven't got my DS with me, but instead of having it flipped open, it's on the side like a book, like a lot of the brain training games were. So that's how you play the game. And yeah, really interesting. It's quite fun as well, the little bit I have played. You've got to do swipes to do attacks and double tap up and then down, and you do a special like hit on the floor, and yeah, really good. If you haven't played it, if you can get it cheap enough, it's definitely worth a look if you're into that type of thing. Not bad at all. And then another game I was looking for, this is in a plastic thing. It is Heroes of Ruin on the 3DS. Now, I can't remember where I saw someone was promoting it. I think it was Metal Jesus, actually. But what it is a action RPG, like Diablo-esque type of game for the 3DS. Something you don't see a lot, and I like my action RPGs. Now, I'm not saying this is fantastic. I've played it, but I am enjoying it. It's not the best, granted, but remember the hardware that it's playing on. It looks really good. Graphically, it looks really nice. There's plenty of weapons, armor, things like that, but very simple in its storytelling, which is fine. It's not an issue. I am playing through it at the moment as well. Really enjoying it. Now, I paid £10 for that. That's how much it is in CEX as well, but this is in fantastic condition, so I'm not going to moan. You can't always guarantee you're going to get a really good condition game from CEX. But yeah, if you haven't played it and you are into that type of thing, give it a bash. Try and grab hold of it. It is all right. The only thing is it really pushes the 4-player online thing. That's the default, so you just have to turn it to solo play. But yeah, other than that, really good. Really happy with that purchase. So next up is a game which I have been after for quite a while on the Xbox. Not like overly, but one game I really do want to try, and it is Zapper. It's One Wicked Cricket. And it is a 3D like platformer game. Think along the lines of Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, all that type of thing. But I haven't played it as yet, so I don't know like special moves or anything like that. But yeah, looks really good. Usually goes for 8 in CEX. The guy wanted £3. Snapped his hand off, all complete. So next up, I got some games from a YouTuber. I say YouTuber, he's got a channel, but he doesn't put any content out. But he's called Craig's Here Again, and his prices are really fair, really fair. And I owe him an apology, actually, because I'll show it anyway. I got Mario 2 and the 6 golden coins, if it'll... There we go. Which is a fantastic game, by the way. And he had it priced up at 5. I said, buy it, that's cheap. You know, it usually goes for around 10. You know, I've seen it for 12 everywhere else. I was thinking Mario Land 1, and that is the game I need as well. I picked up 2 by accident. In CEX, it's £6, but I did buy that with another game, which is an Xbox only, called Stake. And that was priced up at 10. He did both of those for £10, which is great. However, I do have to apologise for that. Craig, you did price that right. Anyway, Stake is a game like, if you've played Power Stone on the Dreamcast, or I have got it on the PSP as well, but this is all complete, by the way. Yeah, so it's a fighting game, but it has destructible environments with it, and that's supposed to be the appeal of these sort of games. Power Stone does it well. Apparently, Stake doesn't. It got panned across the board. I've not played it as yet, but it's a £10 game. I mean, it's priced up at 10, so really good to get. If I got Mario 1, it'd have been a fantastic deal, but yeah, still, £10 for that is more than fair. So initially, when I was at Craig's stall, I didn't see these games, and when I went back, that's when I saw them, and I thought, well, if I don't see anything else, I may grab this one. As it turns out, I didn't see anything else, so yeah, I bought it. No haggling on this one, unfortunately, but it is Outrun 2006 Coast to Coast. Now, if this was on the Xbox, it'd be a £50+ game. However, on the PSP, it's a £10 game. And all complete, I have been playing it as well. Fantastic game. I'm not into races as such, but the setting on it is just, it looks fantastic, and it plays fantastic on the PSP as well, which most racing games do, like Gran Turismo, things like that. This is more arcadey if you haven't played it, so a lot of emphasis on drifting, things like that. Yeah, a lot of fun. and features a lot of Ferrari cars as well. In fact, only Ferrari, maybe. But yeah, really good game. If you haven't played it and you're into your races, definitely one to look out for. And finally was 2 games from Console Passion. And usually when I've gone to see them in the past, they have a load of games which you don't really see often. They have some really nice games, but they do price them, which is fine. If they're rare, you don't see them, then, you know, they are going to price them quite high because, you know, you can't get them anywhere else. Why wouldn't they? But these 2 games were... One was pretty much on the nose. The other one was £2 cheaper than CEX, which is what I'll start... No, £5 cheaper than CEX, which is what I'll start with. And it is Predator Concrete Jungle. And yeah, I have another Predator game, or is it Alien vs Predator for the Xbox? But it's not got good reviews. However, everyone I talk to says it's a really good game. So another reason I don't bother with reviews much. But yeah, I'll give it a go. It's just a 3D action sort of game. Not first person, but yeah, really looking forward to playing that. And finally, is probably the star of the show now. In CEX, it's only £8, but they never have it in stock. It is rare as hen's teeth. Honestly, you never see it. When I looked on eBay, I only found one, and it was in Germany. It was £14, but then, you know, like £12 shipping. Shipping from Europe's gone up because of Brexit. So when I saw this for £18, I had to grab it. And it is Egomania. Now, it's just a puzzle game. Nothing spectacular whatsoever. It is complete as well. But best way to describe it is like Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. And yeah, you're just against the computer and you've got to try and feel... The more you get rid of, the more they go up, and, you know, vice versa, and you're battling against each other. And that's all it is really. It's nothing special whatsoever. But because it's like quite rare on the Xbox, then as soon as I saw it, I was like, I'm having that. When I first saw the span, I looked at it and I thought, this is going to be about like 30, 40 quid. When I saw 18, I thought, that's affordable. So fantastic to get. It's a really good one to tick off of my collection. And yeah, I don't have to worry about trying to find that now. So that was my pickups. Not as fantastic as other years. Only Egomania, which is really rare, but really happy with what I got. And yeah, had loads of fun already on Coast to Coast Outrun and Heroes of Ruin as well, which I'm trying to play through. But yeah, if you haven't been to Doncaster, it's a must. If you're a gamer or a collector, it's an absolute must. It is fantastic. And that day was no different. I'd just like to thank everybody that I saw as well. You made the day, really. If I was there on my own and people I didn't know, I'd have only been there for like an hour or two. But yeah, you just made the day. It was great to break it up with meeting different people and things like that. With regards to a lot of the stuff there, I've seen a couple of videos, people saying it was overpriced. And I want to just stick my 2 penneth in there because some of the things are, but they're open to haggling, definitely are. In fact, you know, if you know these places, you know that they overprice with expecting you to haggle to get down to the price that they want. And I've got to say that only a few bits where, in my opinion, there was a lot of bargains or a lot of things priced just about right. And that's the thing. If you've got the time, I appreciate people just go for like half an hour and think, oh, you know. But if you're willing to go and look about or haggle, things like that, you'll walk away with a bargain. And there's been numerous times I've been to these places and got bargains. So yeah, no dig to any of the traders there whatsoever. I thought that it was probably cheaper than previous years, I thought. I didn't think anything was ridiculously priced. And even if it was, they'd probably do a deal for you anyway. But yeah, that's my 2p in there. So I'd just like to thank you all for watching. I hope you really enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed the day. And yeah, hopefully I'll be back very soon with another video. Take care.